All right, so let's move on to our next segment here, which is NFL preseason week 2. We're going to cover the spreads, money lines, and totals, and there's going to be some redundancy with the spreads and money lines, but that's okay. That's what we're doing. But of course, football season. With every football season, it's the Beat the Prick contest. Mike Brenner, the Beat the Prick contest.
Is it that same prick from last year?
Yes, it is.
Shit.
Let's hear from him right now. Let's go to the clip of the Prick.
Damn.
Plugging his contest this year. Prick.
I'm back again, you fuckers. Kinda like the herpes. You ain't getting rid of me. This deal is bigger and better than last year. $50,000 to the top 100. Best of all, ain't a red cent coming out of my paycheck. The format is simple, even for you hammerheads. Make 5 picks a week on football with one best bet. Hell, that's easier than most of your old ladies at closing time. I'm ready to kick some ass, so join today. And don't forget, sit on this right here, you bunch of prima donna ballerina motherfuckers.
All right, so Mike Brenner, they let me into that contest officially one year, and you know what happened?
I think you beat the prick.
I won it. No, I won the
You
whole
won the whole
contest.
thing?
I won the whole. You didn't know?
Well, guess what, Pete? In this, you know why I didn't hear about it? Because in this business, nobody cares what you did yesterday.
Yeah,
but they'll damn sure let you know when you lose.
Yeah, that's true. And then
But
after that,
how long ago was that, though?
4 or 5 years ago.
Well, what happened last year?
Well, I wasn't eligible.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. You let me in 1 year.
Oh, and then they stopped you.
Yeah.
Still, are you still like on the outside
yeah,
looking
I'm
in?
not eligible.
Hey,
Yeah,
I bet I can get you in there this year. I got a feeling I can. We're gonna. Hey, I'm not kidding you. We're gonna do a
think
little
so?
syndicate action. I'm not kidding you. Let's do a little thing on the side. Let's beat the prick.
All right,
let's get this
they'll
going.
let me make the picks, but they won't let me get the prize money.
Well,
so
then we'll change that. We'll work on that.
All right, so spreads for NFL preseason week 2. I have crunched the Thursday and Friday games. I haven't crunched the Saturday spreads yet,
Nor
but
have I.
there's a bunch of we've already touched on these in some other videos, but I'll tell you what. Let's see. My top play, or I'll say the play that I'm leaning towards heavily from the Thursday game.
And you're talking about money line for this, right?
No, I'm talking about spreads.
Oh,
2
okay.
underdogs, Oakland and Philadelphia. Both getting points. Philadelphia +3.5, and Oakland currently +3. The lines haven't moved yet, but I'm sure by kickoff they'll move one way or the other. What do you think about that, Mike Brenner? Philly, of course, covered in week 1 at home. New system that they're trying to get into. Working out.
Well, Pete, God, you know what? Football's here. Do you know why I just realized it? Because last year I loved it when we went against each other.
Yeah,
and that's when it counted. It doesn't count now, but guess what, baby? I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Really?
That's one of my favorite against the spread ones, minus the 3.5. You know what? First unit's going to get a little time. First unit's going to get a little time.
Didn't we preview this a few days ago or a day ago, and you said you like Philadelphia?
I know, but guess what? I just did some reading.
Okay.
Pete, first unit's getting some time.
Maybe you'll talk me off it. I mean, these are just leans, by the way.
Yeah, I know. This isn't just a lean, but the information I read with Tomlin, the defensive unit, and also Philadelphia. Philly's taking a step back, and they're going to look at some guys that they were thinking they were going to get in game 1. All right, their first preseason, it didn't happen. Pittsburgh's stepping it up, as they said. We're stepping it up this week.
Really?
I like that, yes, and they're at home. I like it.
I know that in general, Tomlin does have a good record in the preseason. I don't know exactly what it is, but in general, he's a coach that does. I have in my head as a coach who likes to win games. Do you have any info on is Roethlisberger going to play?
I heard he's definitely going to get playing time, and yeah.
And the backups are fine too. I mean, Landry Jones.
Are fine. I think you might see this team say, you know what, guys, this is preseason, but let's get us a W.
Wow.
Let's start getting fired up.
All right. Well, there you go. So are you going to go official with Pittsburgh?
No,
or just
God, no.
Okay,
Pistol. Pete, come on.
Nice info there, Mike Brenner, for sure.
I'm ready, baby.
All right,
I'm
and then
ready.
Oakland,
now that one I almost dove on with you, and I love what's going on over there. And I think last week was no fluke, and I don't think they're going to take the pedal off the metal. I think they want to see now how good they are deep-wise with their depth, and I think they're pretty damn good. I would do it on a lean. I would do it on a lean with Oakland.
I mean, the interesting thing is none of these lines have moved as yet. Of course, by kickoff, they will have moved. And then one other game I'm looking at from a spread perspective, San Diego -1.5 over Arizona. Arizona got pounded by Oakland, and I'm thinking that the Chargers, who got pounded at Tennessee, maybe Rivers will play a little bit more. I don't think Carson Palmer is going to play much for Arizona, and I just got to think that Arizona's saving it for the regular season, and that if I had to pick one of these teams, San Diego -1.5.
Okay, well, Pistol Pete, here, man, I just
like
love
Arizona?
it. Football is back. If I had to take a decision, I would, and the reason being, and again, this is just, There's nothing, whether it's preseason or regular season, San Diego is going to get their ass kicked this year quite a bit. And I'm telling you, Arizona, even though Palmer's probably not going to play a lot, Drew Stanton's probably going to get a little bit more playing time this week, and he needs to really prove himself as that second backup. All right, I mean, the backup. They got somebody else they're looking at, and his name is not on my tongue right now, but from what I read 2 days ago, this is going to be a competition. So you're going to see Stanton play his ass off. And I'm telling you, Bruce Arians, he doesn't take any game when they get whooped lightly, whether it's preseason or regular season. He's too damn good of a coach, Pistol Pete. I got to stay off of that one.
All right, and then let's talk about the one Friday game that is maybe the most interesting. Now, the Jets got by the Jags. We talked about that extensively in preseason week 1. You said you loved the Jets. They did cover, not super easily, but they covered.
They covered it, though.
And the Skins lost to the Falcons, which is another call that you had that was dead on. So now we got the Jets getting 3.5 at Washington. And, you know, the same situations are in play for the Jets, right? Geno Smith playing with a chip on his shoulder. Ryan Fitzpatrick hopefully playing with a chip on his shoulder. And then Bryce Petty saying he's going to, you know, Drew, what's that guy's name?
Drew Rosenhaus?
No. Oh. he had a quote where he said, who's the Drew Brees it out.
Okay.
Drew Brees it out.
Drew Brees
and you know,
he's
so
a good quarterback.
Yeah,
too,
you got
Pete.
3 quarterbacks playing their heart out. And then Washington, I don't know, maybe how much is Kirk Cousins going to play? Maybe the Jets getting 3.5 is also a good play here in week 2.
Could be, but you know what? I'm not doing it because the reason I was thinking, and again, when I broke them down, I looked at them. This is a team that was the best last year at home. They were not a good road team, and it goes into the preseason as well. So I think Gruden, all right, Coach Gruden is going to want to establish right out of the gate a home win, whether it's preseason or not, to let them know this is still our edge like it was last year. Pete, I get in the psychological edge of this shit, and you know I do.
Yes.
I got a feeling this team's going to show up, and I don't care if it's Geno Smith, whoever it is quarterback, and I think Washington might own this game from start to finish depth-wise or not, but Jay Gruden wants a win in that stadium to let his team know we didn't lose that mojo at home, and we're going to pick it up again.
All right.
Yeah, damn it.
All right, Mike Brenner. Well, I guess we're not going to give any official picks here, but let's leave them with one official lean out of the Thursday and Friday games. Why don't you start? Why don't you go first?
Would glad. Pittsburgh. Love
Minus
it, baby.
3.5, really.
Against you, against Pistol.
Okay. No, I'm not. I'm not going against that information. Now I'll make my lean. I'll make my lean Oakland +3.
Good.
Oakland
Yeah, I
+3
like
for
that.
my lean. All right,
I like
Mike Brenner.
that. Good stuff, Pistol.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.